I'm Major Garrett in Washington. Tonight on America Decides, Middle East talks. We are waiting to hear from President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Both are expected to address reporters this hour at the White House. We'll take you to the White House when that happens, and this might be more information than you're interested in. We have a full show planned for tonight. The White House, according to the schedule we were given this morning, is running at least a half an hour behind schedule. We were tracking this at 5:10 Eastern. So at some point in this hour, we anticipate that press conference. When it happens, we will take you there. In the meantime, we are, of course, tracking several other big stories right here in the nation's capital. The FBI deadline, well, it's been reached, as the names of some 5,000 employees who worked on January 6th and related cases, those names have been handed over to the Justice Department. FBI agents have subsequently filed a lawsuit in response. And moving forward, votes along party lines in two separate committees move Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard closer to final Senate confirmation votes. Plus, China answers back. Beijing has responded to President Trump's tariffs on Chinese imports. In return, China has said the United States and its exporters will face new taxes as soon as February 10th. Let's start tonight with Aaron Navarro at the White House. Aaron, the meeting, as I understand it, between President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has begun. There is lots for those two leaders to talk about.
Major, that's correct. While he was signing executive orders earlier this afternoon, President Trump said that he is there to just, quote, listen to what the Israeli Prime Minister has to say. But officials have told CBS News throughout the day that the hostage deal, as well as the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas, is front of mind, especially when it comes to getting to phase two. You have heard Trump in recent days seem a bit wishy-washy on if he thinks the ceasefire will hold. His special envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, told reporters that he is, quote, hopeful that it will remain, but certainly a lot to work out in that phase two of the ceasefire agreement.
Quite separate from the phase two part of the ceasefire agreement, in which there is a lot yet to be done, and there are still hostages yet to be released and a schedule that needs to be followed there. President Trump also made some rather stark comments today in the Oval Office about Gaza and the future of those who currently call that home. Let's listen to the president.
I think they'd love to leave Gaza if they had an option. Right now, they don't have an option. What are they going to do? They have to go back to Gaza. But what is Gaza? There's practically not a building standing, and they're very dangerous. You know, those buildings are shifting, and they're falling down all over the place, and there's gunfire all over. It's going to be that way for a while.
Aaron, as you well know, this is an issue that will be not only relevant to Palestinians in Gaza, the Israeli government, but the governments in Jordan and Egypt. The president implied that Palestinians now in Gaza could and should go to either Jordan or Egypt. But as I understand it, both those countries have said, no, that's not going to happen.
And Trump was asked about the rejection of that idea in the Oval Office. He pointed to Venezuela eventually, after initially being combative, accepting undocumented migrants deported outside of the U.S. Another striking comment that he made, and an idea he suggested, is not only creating one, quote, big, beautiful land in Gaza, but other places in Jordan and Egypt for Palestinians to go to permanently. Again, he has talked a lot about rebuilding Gaza, saying that it's, quote, demolition site, saying that there is wealth in the area to help build up that land that has been decimated by Israeli strikes. But he also seemed to float potentially Palestinians being moved permanently to other countries, which, as you mentioned, we have not heard those leaders say they would accept that kind of movement.
But briefly, Aaron, some members of Benjamin Netanyahu's coalition government have talked about that, and it sounds as if the president is leaning in their direction.
Yeah, and his special envoy, Steve Witkoff, when asked about this idea of moving Gazans out while they rebuild the land, said that they will be leaning on Israel throughout this process. So certainly a lot of things to watch in the next couple of weeks.
Aaron Navarro on the White House lawn for us. Thank you very much.